We're heading on an NZ Adventures Eastern Explorer 4-wheel drive tour of the South Island of New Zealand. Our hosts are Robbie and Connie Cricket. This is a compact 5-day tour that focuses on the heartland of the South Island, with overnight stays in Geraldine, Ranfurly, Mosgiel, Lawrence and Alexandra. NZ Adventures offer a range of 4-wheel drive tours, and the Eastern Explorer is regarded as a more compact tour and in places is quite demanding. We meet up with Robbie at Alexandra a day before the tour commences. Time to put the finishing touches to preparation and get some new shoes on the NZ Adventures Isuzu.
Good. Good for some tyres. I think we'll look at those again.
Let's go have a wee look at them, mate.
Okay, sweet.
Let's have a look. Well, nice and flat, haven't they?
They've been excellent. They've been excellent.
As we can see, there's still probably a good 4.5 mil left on those, but for what you're doing, you want them replaced?
Yeah, we're asking our customers to come to the party with good tyres, and so we'll move these on to one of the kids. These ones have done, I think they've done just over 60,000 now.
64,000. I checked the records before you come in, so it's, and with that 4.5 mil left on them, you're going to get your 80,000. No problem. Easy. Probably get close to that 100,000 K club again.
I think the first AT3s we put on, we did 94 or something like that, and they weren't gone then. No. So I'm very happy with these tyres.
Well, I've got another tyre on the side that I'd like to show you. It is called Cooper AT3, but it's the latest one on the market. Here it is over here. Heavy duty all-terrain new AT3. Okay, introducing the new Cooper AT3. It's a vast improvement on the old AT3. The name was so good they've kept it, but the improvements have been, of course, in the TCC, tread compound carcass. Tread meaning they're giving us more tread. It's deeper, it's 33% deeper than the original OE tyre. Carcass, which means the strength. High tensile super steel's been used, so over boulders, off-road, we're not getting the penetrations, the stone impact damage. And of course, the silica compound, which gives us all the traction we need on those wet surfaces, as well as making the tyre last.
Yeah, so that all sounds really good, Ian. I remember putting the first set of AT3s on the Prado way back, and that just transformed that truck, and we've been getting an excellent run. We have been really getting an excellent run. So, I'm happy with those. Off-road accessories, we've fitted these tyre monitoring devices, Bluetooth back to a gauge in the vehicle. And the thing that surprises me is how much the tyre pressures go up in the course of a journey. And also how supportive the Cooper tyre seems to me to be at what would be lower than what might be otherwise regarded as a good tyre pressure. So what are your thoughts on tyre pressures, given about where we are generally here in the high country of Central Otago?
The pressure monitoring systems, Robbie, that you've installed have really been a big benefit for you, because you have to let your tyre pressures down. One pressure, as you're saying, won't suit all conditions. And that's where we find, especially with the Cooper tyres, the extra strength, we are able to lower our tyre pressures right down, to reduce our speed, get up over those rocks, through that soft sandy stuff, and then be able to pump them back up. But as you're aware, 99% of people that go out four-wheel driving just leave the tyre pressure it was put in at the time. So we believe tyre pressures are important. We set them all at 36 psi and then talk to the customer about what they're doing with the tyre. Some need it higher, some need it lower, but by running a good quality tyre, you can actually drop your tyre pressure.
These tyres are sitting on about 32, 33 psi at the moment. If I was to drive on the road and drive to Ranfurly, the monitor would tell me they're sitting on about 37 when I get there.
Yep. So it's just amazing with the distance and heat, builds your pressure up. And of course, as we've said before, your tyres have worn nice and flat. You're 64,000 Ks on these. We've just measured them up at 4.5 mil left. And so by running a lower pressure, hasn't hurt them.
No.
So we're going to throw another set of new AT3s on.
We're going to do that.
Deal's done. Thanks, mate. Okay. 1 hour, come back, all sweet.
See you. New shoes, eh?
After fitting our new tyres, we leave Alexandra and head to Geraldine, where in the evening we meet up with the other customers for a briefing.
Here comes the sun, here comes the sun, and I say, oh, it's alright. Little darling, it's been a long, cold, lonely winter. Little darling, it feels like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun, so here comes the sun, and I say, well, it's alright. Little darling, I feel the ice is slowly melting. Little darling, it feels like
Alright, here we are in Geraldine, beautiful weather, about to have our briefings, and that's the time when the customers that we're hosting will get to know each other, start to get to know each other. And I try and give you a fairly good heads up on when I'm asking for a corner person, so the first vehicle in the convoy will be the vehicle that I ask for a corner person. Have we got anybody who would like to volunteer to be the tail end person for tomorrow? Ian will do that. There's all sorts of manner of reasons that you can get this thing, and we'll give you a little pen and you write your name and possibly the nature of the misdemeanour, your version. Please leave room for the correct version. They could be little things that I can usually make seem larger. There could be a big thing, like you've driven away with a fuel nozzle still attached to your vehicle at a fuel station somewhere, and that's been witnessed, filmed. And on the last night, somebody will take the rolling pin away, hopefully with almost everybody's or most everybody's names affixed as a souvenir of the trip. And that's why it's important that you get the radio thing correct, because otherwise at morning tea time tomorrow we'll have an awards ceremony for somebody telling me that their radio is beeping. Well, tomorrow is day one, and it's our longest day. The weather looks like it's a cracker, which is good because this day is our weather dependent day of the trip, and it does look good. We don't certainly need it to pack in tomorrow, and once we get over into Otago, it's rockier and it doesn't matter. But just checking the vehicles, Dave. We're just glancing at the tyres, just having a quick glance at the rego, warrants, just stuff that we're obliged to do under legislation actually, and then we just check the fire extinguishers, that we've got adequate fire extinguishers, which was a condition of our insurance, and then we're done.
Trevor and Heather. Soon, Robbie. Neville and Nancy.
Yes, we're here.
Lane, Georgia, John and Lois. 10-4.
The course tomorrow takes us over a couple of mountain ranges, takes us over the Four Peaks range here in South Canterbury, takes us over the Hunter Hills, which is the border between South Canterbury and the Hakataramia Valley. They're both stunning drives, and takes us up to high altitude, a lot of rocks, not many trees. For these people coming down from North Island, this is going to be a big change.
For us now, you can see it is a genuine mountain range, complete with scree slopes and lack of vegetation right up high. And soon we will come to I think the third gate will be a locked gate, and we'll be in Four Peaks Station. Gate 2 secure up. Thanks, Ian.
There's some zigzags on. Happy cows.
Certainly from this point on, you will need to be in your low range 4-wheel drive. We'll just stop here, as I said earlier, we'll just stop here for a few moments and
Great, isn't it?
It is just wonderful.
I think it's only going to get better.
We just can't work out how does Robbie find all these tracks. He does tracks to anywhere and everywhere. And look at that. Look what we can see. Yeah, everybody's keen, are they? Well, not just
It is a nice day. You know, we're pretty lucky. We've been here and I've said no. We're not going any further, but because the first few kilometres are quite weather susceptible here. Got a big uphill ahead of us, you can see, and if the ground conditions are against us, we're not doing it.
I'm expecting to see Julie Andrews come over one of the hills.
Exactly. That's why we keep coming back, because that's our expectation too.
Do you hear that? We got the Tabernacle Choir down there. Come on, girls. The hills are alive.
with the sound of music.
There ain't no use to someone around here if you don't know by now. There ain't no use for you sitting around here. It'll never do somehow. When you still home at the break of dawn.
Okay, 7 good. Okay, thank you.
It's just nice, good backcountry stuff. Those cows obviously haven't seen too many people for a while.
But I wish there was something you might do or say, try and make me change my mind and stay. We never did too much talking anyway, so don't think twice, it's alright. There ain't no use in the calling out my name now. Like in the old before. There ain't no use in the calling out my name now. 'Cause I can't do it.
Very welcome. Come back.
He's always going to get the last word.
I don't know what you mean, darling. Right.
Don't think twice, it's alright.
The other two.
So long, on a big goodbye, and I can't tell. Goodbye is too good for a bed, so I just say farewell. Well, I'm not saying you treated me unkind. You could have done much better, but I don't mind. You just kind of wasted all my precious time. So don't think twice, it's alright, baby. Don't think twice, it's alright.
How is it?
Oh,
great.
But we were breezy out here.
But cool, yeah. You don't need the central heating on.
No. Day 1 of NZ Adventures Eastern Explorer Tour was coming to an end, and we hadn't been disappointed. In the first part of the day, we had traversed Four Peaks Station, home to the well-known Poole Dorset sheep stud. In the afternoon, we had headed into the Mackenzie country, a large semi-desert upland that sits high on the borders of Canterbury, Otago and the Southern Alps. The final descent for the day capped off what was a series of endless views of the backcountry. Our overnight stay would be in the small township of Ranfurly. Good day?
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Yep, a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Places I haven't been before.
Yeah.
So, great view.
Yeah, wasn't it? Brilliant. Let's go and eat.
Yep. How many bits of this would you like? This is good. Would you like some ham?
There you go.
Would you like more than that? It's expensive to travel. I think we can all accept that it's expensive to travel. It matters not where you travel, because from time to time you will be asked to pay for fuel, possibly be asked to pay for the odd beer or two, especially for your mates. And if you're anything like, I suspect, our good friend Ian Hurst is, you'll forget your money.
I thought we were going to get this place to home. I would have driven down there and picked up my bloody wallet. The only time you've been useful in my life.
He's had that thing 3 years in a row.